on, start the episode. What is wrong with you?
Sometimes when the world is so suddy and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 35.
35.
I have an outline, but I don't know. It's all over the place, and I don't know how long it's going to be.
That's fine.
And someone has to go to sleep at some point.
I have to work early. Don't be rude. Just
but
because you have off tomorrow doesn't mean I do.
I know I'm looking forward to it, even though I have to get up early. But I don't know how early I'm getting up. I got to drive down to Delaware, so I'm either going to get up at 5 to be down there by 6, or sleep in, wake up at 6. Well, 5:30 to get down there by 7.
You don't want to do that because if you wake up at 5:36ish, you're going
If
to
I
hit
leave,
traffic.
not if I leave the house at 6. If I leave the house at 6, I'll miss it.
Okay, fine. If you say so.
That's when I went down to get the kayak. I left at 6.
If you say so.
I do say so. So, all right. Did you do anything this week?
Nope. A very boring week. I went to a bridal shower.
That's exciting.
That was good. It's weird going to a bridal shower that's full of people now. Kind of just like
You mean doing anything that's full of people?
anything that's full of people is weird. Even living the full vaccinated life, still weird going to an event full of people. And there was like a good 50 people there, so
Well,
it was just odd.
is it next week or something? They're dropping all the restrictions?
It's not all of them, but it's for the most part
I think it's all but mask.
all but mask. Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we watched some things.
Yep.
We'll start with we watched Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So you haven't finished Clone Wars.
No, I have not.
You haven't even scratched the surface of Clone Wars.
But that's because you yelled at me for watching it without you, and
No, I
then I
didn't.
felt bad. Yay.
I've watched it so many times. I didn't yell at you. I said that we can watch it together, but I don't need to watch it with you.
Okay, well, then I'll keep watching it. I got busy.
You're still watching. You get to watch other things.
Like
So
what?
you're not busy enough to not watch things. But anyway, I digress.
Okay.
Bad Batch.
Yes, Bad Batch. I really liked it.
It's good.
I thought it was good.
It was what? The first episode, and that was an hour long.
An hour long, yep. Hour and 14 minutes. No, it was good. I enjoyed it. I knew what was going on because I watched the what's the Clone Wars the movie. I watched the third Star Wars movie, so I knew what was going on.
Right.
Um
Well, you know everything that goes on anyway. This is just fillers.
yeah.
When in the series do they get rid of my battle droids?
It should be coming up that they get rid of your battle droids very shortly. Like
Okay.
we're at the point where where they're going to get rid of the battle droids because at this point what's going to happen is stormtroopers are going to take over for battle droids. So battle droids, clones, they're all going to go away in favor of stormtroopers.
But, well, instead of battle droids are better, though.
And then I personally think it's the same thing.
No,
They're both incompetent.
They're funnier.
Neither of them
they're
can
more
shoot.
enjoyable.
Stormtroopers are kind of funny.
No, they're not. Not like my droids.
Well, I'm sorry, but they are going away shortly. Also, your droids are only funny in cartoon form, not in live action.
Well, whose fault is that? That's not my fault.
That's not your fault.
That's not my fault.
It's not your fault, but I'm telling you, your droids are only good in cartoon. They're not good live action wise because they sucked in the Clone Wars movie.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but I am contemplating selling my 2 hot toys that I have, Rocket and Scarlet Spider, for whenever they release the one battle droid.
Why are you selling? You've always wanted Scarlet Spider. Why would
I
you
know.
sell that one?
It's not doing anything for
That's
me
the
anymore.
one Spider-Man you want.
Yes, but it's not doing anything for me.
Okay, well.
So I don't know.
Okay.
And he's going for a pretty penny, so
I'm sure.
I'll take that pretty penny. So yeah, it was good.
Did you like it? Because you watched Clone Wars.
Yes, I never watched Rebels.
No.
I started Rebels and then gave up, put it to the side because it's not as good
As Clone Wars.
as Clone Wars.
Because there's no battle droids.
I don't know.
Is there battle droids in Rebels? I never watched Rebels either.
I don't know. The ones I saw, the one episode I saw, I don't think had it.
I gotta finish watching Clone Wars is good. I just never got a chance to finish it.
But yeah, the battle droids is what makes it good. What are you doing?
Switching my stand.
Why?
Because I want a stand that reaches me when I sit on this part of the couch.
Well, why don't you sit on a different part of the couch?
Because I don't want to. Because I like this edge. We've talked about this.
Have we?
Yes.
Okay.
We've discussed how I want a corner side, and now I'm on a corner. And I want this mic stand. So
Okay. Take your time. We're not recording the show or anything.
there you go. See, I can talk while I do this.
Okay. Microphone sounds.
There you go.
All
Done.
right. Yay, it only took 20 minutes.
It did not take 20
Huzzah.
minutes.
Okay, so yeah, Bad Batch was good. I don't want to talk too much about it because there's spoilers, and
Yes.
not everyone has had a chance to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
We started. Well, we're still watching Solar Opposites.
Yes.
I think we're almost done. Second season.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Which it's. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but I don't even know who it's. Is it made by the people who did Rick and Morty?
I think so, yes.
But I never gave 2 shits about Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I never watched Rick and Morty.
But I enjoy this show.
This show's good. It reminds me of the Oblongs.
Yes, which I bought you and you
Yes.
haven't watched.
I haven't finished it because I want to watch it with you, but then you told me not to watch it with you, and I didn't.
And then you
listen.
just didn't watch it.
I'm gonna finish it though. I do. I really like the.
It does
Oblongs.
remind me of the Oblongs.
Uh-huh.
Oblongs is better, but this is good.
Yeah, it's the same kind of like wacky, inappropriate.
Inappropriate, stupid humor.
Yeah.
That no one should find enjoyable.
Yeah,
So it's good.
it's the one like kind of slapsticky thing that we like though.
Yeah,
We don't really enjoy other slapstick.
I do, to an extent.
I do
I
some
don't-
very rarely, very rarely.
I'm losing interest in most TV shows anyway. Like not specific shows, but TV in general, because there's nothing ever on. I'm losing interest in YouTube. I've watched everything I needed to watch, and the content that's being put out now is just kind of like few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to.
You have pockets of TV shows you like, but
Yeah,
you
I
very rarely. You don't really like watching TV shows.
maybe at this point I need to just start reading some of the books I got.
Yeah, we could do that.
Maybe I will. We started watching your show on Netflix, the Shadow
and Bone.
and Dagger
And Bone.
thing. Shadow and Dagger Bone.
It's Shadow and Bone.
Shagger and Bone?
Shadow and Bone.
Okay. So,
I of course I like it. I like it because I like high fantasy shows.
it's a teen fantasy
It's based on a YA.
novel.
It's based on a YA novel. It's based on a young
I don't know
adult,
what a YA novel
a
is.
young adult novel.
It's basically Twilight. Harry
No,
Potter Twilight.
You shut the hole in your face. It is not Twilight. Twilight isn't good in my opinion. This is good.
This isn't good in some people's opinions.
It's good in my opinion. I really want to read the book now.
I've
though.
yet to find it enjoyable.
You don't like fantasy. You're not a high.
I like fantasy.
You like some You blow
I like
hot and cold.
sci-fi fantasy. Well,
Yeah,
this is sci-fi.
This is technically sci-fi.
so yeah, I like The Hobbit.
You don't like Lord of the Rings though.
But I like The Hobbit.
You don't like Lord of the Rings though.
I like The Hobbit.
But Lord of the Rings is higher fantasy, I think.
How is Lord of the Rings higher fantasy than The Hobbit when they have the exact same characters in it?
I don't know. I take back what I said.
I want to hear this.
I don't
Come
know.
up with something.
I was just gonna say I think it's like more intricate storylines in Lord of the Rings than in The Hobbit.
It's
It's not the same storyline.
It's
It's the same world, but I think the storyline's more intricate in Lord of the Rings than in The Hobbit. Also, you like The Hobbit because you like dwarves.
that is true.
That is the only reason you like The Hobbit.
That is true.
So
But I
you
like
don't
it.
actually
The
like
main characters.
you
the
like-
main characters.
you like it because you like dwarves. But if you didn't like dwarves, you wouldn't like it.
right.
So that's the only difference.
So the only difference from me liking something and not liking something is liking something in the thing I like. That's what you're saying.
The weird random thing you like.
The only reason I like
Who only likes the dwarves in Lord of the Rings other than
who
you?
only likes battle droids from Star Wars.
No one.
All right then.
No one but
So
you.
it works.
Okay.
It does me good.
It
all
works
right?
for you.
Yes. It seems to be working just fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so the show's predictable, as predicted. And it's very I can't think of the word.
Well, describe it.
I don't know how to describe it besides saying little kid fantasy. Not little kid. But it's just it's Harry Potter Twilight.
It's a fantasy. It's a young adult fantasy.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it's
The
Harry
acting
Potter.
the acting in it is terrible.
I don't think so.
It's not good.
I think it's fine.
It's not good.
I think you're mean.
And you said there's the one guy from Narnia in it.
Yeah, Prince
He
Caspian.
should be. I mean, I guess he's all right at acting, but he's not that great in it.
He's not in a lot of things.
He's had time to practice his craft.
He's just good looking.
That's the problem with this show, and that's the problem with most teen-esque fantasy TV show movie things. Is they don't worry about what's written or how to act. You just throw a lot of pretty people at it, and people will enjoy it.
But I think the person that plays the main character is good. I think the Elena. I think she's good.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's good.
I noticed something in a couple of the scenes where they did something to the aspect rate, like they stretched it.
I think they unfocused it and stretched it a little bit.
They I guess they clipped some of the shot out and then they stretched it horizontally, so it made everybody seem a little like wider than they should have been.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is odd, and I can only imagine they did that because something was in the shot that they needed to get rid of.
Maybe.
Because that's not
I think they were just trying to disassociate what was happening in one scene from another.
That's fine, but they distorted the people for no reason.
Okay, well,
that's what
maybe.
I was pointing at. Like in the scene, he looked like stretched out, and it didn't make any sense. It had
Maybe.
nothing to do with anything.
Oh, maybe.
But we're 2 episodes into that, and
I like it.
how many episodes is it?
I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know how many episodes it is, but I guess we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna find out.
We are going to watch it. I can always watch it without you. You said no, though.
I didn't say no. I said if you wanted me to watch it with you, I'd watch it with you.
Of course I want you to watch it with me, but you don't have to.
But then you get mad at me when I start talking about the characters.
No, I get mad at you when you start making fun of the characters.
They weren't near each other. They weren't even in the same part of the country.
They can feel
and
one another. Why?
I bet
do
he
you-
wanted to feel one another.
Oh, my gosh. Stop it.
What?
You just have no sense of romance in you. It's your problem.
I'm not romantical. I'm not romantical. Segue. Hickeys.
Why are we talking about this? I don't want to talk about this.
Why not?
Because we are not teenagers. You shouldn't be leaving hickeys on me.
Hickeys are
I'm
a
too
fun,
old. I'm too old for that
natural.
nonsense.
Who cares how old you are?
Nonsense.
We bought disgusting cereal.
We did buy disgusting
All right,
cereal.
so we can do whatever we want.
Oh my gosh, no hickeys.
If we can have Dunkaroo cereal and Cosmic Brownies, mind you, the Cosmic Brownies do not taste like Cosmic Brownies, so do not buy them. They taste like trash.
The Dunkaroo ones, though, however, are good. They have a slightly
Yes.
vanilla flavor, but they don't taste like Dunkaroos. But
No.
they are good.
No, but Hickeys
No,
are great.
hickeys are not great.
Why? You can give
when you're
hickeys.
an adult.
Why? What's it matter?
They're not.
Shows you were
it's
having a.
It's ugly.
It
I
showed
don't
you
like
you were
getting
having a
them on
good
my neck.
time.
No.
It says yeah.
I said you could put them on places that don't show. That's it.
You can wear a turtleneck.
Not in summer.
Look, I'm sorry that you taste good. All right, and I'm trying to get some of that.
I need you to have more self-control.
I don't have self-control.
Yes, well, get some.
Where am I going to get it?
Make it up.
Where? How? How am I going to do this? How?
You're an adult. Learn to be an adult.
I am an adult, and I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And what I have is not much adult.
What I have is a room full of toys and some Cosmic Brownie cereal.
Yeah, so you should know that I don't have experience with girls, so I'm going to be leaving hickeys. Look at the toys. I'm going to leave hickeys.
Okay. What? No.
You said okay.
No.
Fine. I'll leave the hickeys on your toes.
Fine.
Fine?
Fine.
All right. You heard it here. There will be some toe sucking going on.
As long as I don't have to suck your toes, fine.
That's rude.
Why?
Rude.
Your toes are smelly.
I wash them once in a while.
Not often enough.
Look, at least once a month they get wet.
Ew.
What? You never just got in the shower and had your feet hanging out?
No.
Why?
Why would you leave a body part hanging out of the shower?
I don't know. 'Cause?
When you shower, you wash all the body parts.
Not the feet. That's where the male aroma comes from.
Ew. No.
Your feet.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
The gross aroma.
What else did we... What are you doing? I think that's it for everything we watched.
Mm-hmm.
We rented Willy's Wonderland back with Jackie. I bought the Blu-ray of Willy's Wonderland, so now we're going to watch that again.
Yay.
I guess I'll watch it again. You have no interest
I have no interest.
in that cinematic masterpiece.
Mm-hmm. That's your opinion.
I got a vinyl from a band I enjoy.
What band?
I think Mushroomhead. I posted stuff about it. I'm trying to think what else. So, I got stabbed a few days ago. Someone left their book bag on our fence. Not our fence, but next to our fence, hanging up. And I came home, I'm like, who left a book bag on the fence? So, of course, I have to go out there and do my little inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So I put on my rubber gloves. I go out there because I don't want to get, whatever the kids are catching nowadays. I don't want to get that on my hands.
I believe they're catching COVID. That's all anybody's catching.
COVID, herpes,
Continue.
eye herpes.
Are you rubbing the book bag on your eyes? I don't understand.
I'm looking at it. So my eyes are visually inspecting the bag.
I don't think anything's gonna blow herpes on your face, babe.
You don't know.
Okay.
You just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it off and I'm looking at it and it's disgustingly smelly gym clothes in a book bag. I don't understand how people can smell like that. I mean, they're kids. It's a kid's bag, clearly. But I don't remember smelling that bad, but I know we all have.
Teenagers definitely are stinky.
It was rank. It was rank. So I just threw it on the ground and went in. So I'm walking back through the gate, and the wind or something or whatever blows the gate shut on me, and one of the black pieces, because we have a vinyl fence, one of the black hook pieces jabbed me right in the fucking stomach, like right at the sternum, and it hurt like a motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
I had no marks, but there's internal bleeding, I'm sure. So the next day at work, I'm like, my stomach hurts. And I've had an acid reflux. I'm like, oh my God, now I got an ulcer, or I got some, my stomach lining, my esophagus is on fire, something, because it's right, in my chest area. And, it burns. So I'm driving, completed the whole day. I was not feeling well. I was even going to call out because my stomach hurt so bad. But I'm driving home, and then I realized it's exactly where I got stabbed by the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got a little divot.
So you got a hole in your chest?
No, just a divot. It's my little slit. I got a slit in my stomach. There's no markings.
Sounds like a really bad horror movie.
What?
I got a slit in my stomach. Something's gonna come out of there like a worm.
Why you gotta be a worm? You mean like aliens, or just a fucking worm saying hi? Like the worm from Sesame Street that like the inchworm that crawls on the apple.
Mm-hmm. They can't see.
I'm doing the finger movement.
They can't see the finger gesture that you're making right now, but it's definitely not a worm gesture.
Yeah, it is. It's the worm crawling.
No,
Come on,
it's
you don't
not.
know. You never saw a goddamn silkworm crawl.
I did, but
That's how it crawls. Look, I'm telling you, if you could see this, you would agree with me, everybody.
Nobody would agree
Yes.
with you.
Next time we meet, just ask me to do the worm thing. And you'll be like, oh my God, she's so stupid. You are correct. That is the worm crawling.
That's okay.
I guess what I've been cleaning out the garage because every time I go down to Delaware, I bring more shit. And I decided I can't bring more shit anymore.
Yes.
And I'm going to have Marshall come over once the garage is clean. But I have clean is a relative term because I'm going to clean 80% of it because I have a 6-foot tall wall that is maybe 10 foot long of toys from my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So once the garage is clean, besides that, me and Marshall are gonna pull all of it down and sort it. Trash, keep, sell. I guess that's it. He's already claimed a couple things that he's gonna pay me for. But then we gotta clean them, sort them, sell them at RetroCon, or sell them somewhere else.
Or donate them.
Who am I going to donate them to?
Goodwill.
I'm not donating these toys to Goodwill so someone can walk in Goodwill and then find them and then sell them for what they're worth. Because that's what I do. I go into Goodwill and see what fucking sucker donated some cool shit so I can either have or sell. I'm not going to be that person for those people.
Okay.
Got it?
Got
Capuchet?
it. No, not capuchet, but okay.
Capuchet.
Not capuchet either.
Capuchet.
No capuchet.
So I got to do that. While cleaning out the garage, we had a IKEA TV stand that we acquired. And since we redid the basement, I got rid of it. I took it apart because we didn't need it down here. And I had it in the garage because I was going to use the wood is good. So I was going to use it, cut it up, make shelving out of it because it's pretty good stuff. But then when we had the garage flood, it soaked up all the water. So the wood's not worth a damn. So I threw it out, put it on the curb, and I came home. The trash man took all the trash, but not the fucking wood. The wood's not big. It wasn't crazy sizes. I had broken it up into small pieces. Why couldn't they take the fucking wood? Why?
They probably just missed it.
Missed it? It was literally right next to the trash can.
Or they thought it wasn't trash. I don't know.
It was literally right next to the trash can. They took the stupid keyboards I had out there.
They have
First of all, they were
a rough job.
They were a day late, and then they've been on our street and they've picked up everyone's trash but ours. That's happened like 3 times. I think they have something against our house.
I think you just throw out too much crap.
Really? Did you see the house down the street?
Yes, I did.
After they had their whole fight and they got people left, the whole house was outside.
I know, I saw.
Literally the whole house. People just throwing everything fucking away. They took all that shit. No one even claimed the free keyboards.
Oh, shocker. No one wanted free keyboards?
Who doesn't want a free like a musical, not a computer keyboard? For you people, for the young listeners, there's a thing called a musical keyboard. It's kind of like a piano. I don't know if people use them.
They do.
But it's not a computer keyboard.
Lots of schools use that for piano class.
Who plays piano anymore? And
Lots of people.
I feel like schools don't even have music programs anymore. Well,
Yeah, they do.
How do you have musical programs in Zoom meetings?
Well, while they did it, I know of a few music teachers that just had kids like remix sound and stuff like that.
What do you mean remix sound?
Like they use GarageBand and stuff like that and make their own music.
That's not music. That's not no. That's not music class.
That's
Band.
still music.
It's not band.
It's not band, but
That's
it's
what
still
I'm talking
music.
about. If I played saxophone in high school, and if we had to do Zoom, and they were like, "Here, just play some shit, remix some shit on GarageBand," I'm like, "What is that teaching me? Nothing. That's not teaching me
Teaching
anything.
you how to make rhythms and sounds and
That has nothing to do with playing the saxophone."
I mean, you're talking about instrumental music, but
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about band class.
I mean,
band recital. How are you going to do marching band on Zoom?
you're not going to do marching band, but some music teachers drove instruments to their students and they had them play it on Zoom.
Okay, like what individually?
Yeah.
Because it's not like
Or they had everybody turn on their cameras and they played together.
yeah, but there's lag. Like when you play in a band, everything has to be like on tempo, and you got some people
I
lagging.
mean,
and
listen,
then the
it's not a
sound.
perfect system, but they did the best that they could, and some people did do instrumental music.
Okay. I don't know.
Teachers did the best they could do.
If you're a music teacher, feel free to write in. I want to know how this is done and how much you hate your life with dealing with these kids over Zoom with playing their instrument. So, I've talked about a few times how when I join a group, a social group, I'm usually the one who gets in trouble or something, and I get kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined a group that I thought there would be no drama in. Something that people join to relax.
Mm-hmm.
There shouldn't be anyone arguing. There shouldn't be anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a kayaking group. So, in the midst of everything, something was going on, and I haven't checked that Facebook group in a while, but I see it posted where people are yelling at each other. People are contacting the runners of the group, the moderators. They're calling them, sending them like horrible letters. They are contacting their jobs. Kayak group.
What happened in your kayak group?
I don't know. Evidently, someone got kicked out or something, and now he's going after everybody. I don't understand. So they're shutting that down. So I just want to go on. I just want to go on record and say I didn't do anything that I know about, but I still apologize for joining the group and causing that somehow, some way, somehow.
Well, this is why you can't have nice things.
I can't have nice things. We had a discussion that I was going to bring up last podcast, but we'll do it on this one. You like to drive with music.
Yes.
Most people in a car like to have music on.
Mm-hmm.
I, 80% of the time, don't like music. I like quiet. Now that I found podcasts, I enjoy some podcasts while driving, but I still prefer quiet.
Weird.
Then, it's not weird. Usually it's to listen to my engine because it's soothing, but my truck has no engine noise whatsoever, so it's just weird. But then we got in the conversation about having conversations in a car. Now, my feeling is when you're driving in a car, you should turn off the music so you can have a conversation.
I disagree with you.
I'm stating my point. My feeling is you shouldn't have the music on so you can have a chat. You don't want to chat over the music. What's the music in the background doing for anything?
I think because most people like to listen to music in the car, or because most people feel comfortable with listening to music in the car, or more comfortable, I think that if I got into a car with a completely silent car, if I got into a completely silent car with somebody that I don't ordinarily drive with, I would think that it's completely silent because the driver wants it to be silent.
But what if it's silent and the driver is trying to talk to you?
I just think it's awkwardly quiet.
Is it okay? So, what's more awkwardly quiet? sitting in a car, no music on, trying to have a conversation. That's A. Or B, sitting in a car without the radio on, not having any conversation whatsoever for 30 minutes.
Both sound equally awkward.
I assure you, one is way more awkward than the other.
I mean, obviously having a conversation would be less awkward, but I
don't understand how music on would...
it makes people more comfortable.
That doesn't make any sense. Why?
Because music in a background indicates a more relaxed environment, in my opinion. When you turn music on in a background,
Well, you have to have things
relaxed.
going on all the time. You can't be in a room without something going on. Like, you have to have the TV on. You have to have something playing in the background.
That is correct.
Me, I don't need anything on. I'll just watch my cameras.
I know, you're weird.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think that noise brings a level of comfort to a lot of people. That's why there's white noise machines.
Well, I guess that's to help them sleep, though. Do
Because
people listen to white noise during the day?
Yeah. I think white noise brings a lot of people comfort, like whale sounds and stuff like that. I think,
Is whales white noise?
yeah.
That's whales.
Whales or
I always
rain.
think of like white noise as like
just
static
like static
or something. Which is,
I don't think like
first of all, static isn't okay. Like, I don't like the noises.
I don't either.
Who
But
likes the noise of static? You know what? You know what comes from static? Horror movies. Anytime you're watching TV and it goes to static, you know something bad's about to happen. So
Yeah.
why would that relax you to fall asleep?
I don't know. Some people find it relaxing, but most people don't fall asleep to like static noise is white noise. Lots of people do like rain sounds or like wind or thunder or whales or the ocean.
I want to. I
like
want.
listening to
I want to find someone who likes to listen to like the rainforest or rain sounds, like on a tin roof, like you're living in the trailer park.
I like listening
on the tin roof.
I like listening to rainforest sounds.
Yes, that's fine. I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find that person, and they're gonna listen to the loop of 10 hours of a whatever. Right? I guess that's how long that shit is. It's a 10-hour loop.
Mm-hmm.
So get that. Record some little things in there, and then sneak it back in. So when they fall asleep, like they're hearing the rainforest, and then like in the background you hear like a muffled voice saying, like, asking for help because they're lost, or some stupid shit like that.
That's mean.
Or you're listening to the rain falling on your roof, on your tin roof of your trailer. Nothing wrong with trailers. I lived in a trailer. So you hear the tin roof, and then you just hear a knock on the door, and it's someone offering, like, trying to get you to buy something.
Why are you trying to creep people out?
Why is that creepy? I think it'd be hilarious. It'd just be on your thing. You're falling asleep. You're just about to fall asleep, and you hear someone knock in the audio.
That's rude.
Or ring your doorbell.
People are trying
Ding
to sleep.
dong.
They don't want to hear that stuff.
So clearly they do, because they're listening to it.
I think they'll stop listening to it once they hear a ding dong in the middle.
Ding dong. They're going to hear a ding dong, all right. So I have, in 2015, I came up with the idea of doing a comic strip with Cinder and Spider-Man, which is Jackie's dog. I did like I just did 8 of them, and I had them on the site, all this other stuff. But then I stopped doing it because it's time consuming and all this other stuff. So for Christmas every year, as of 3 years ago, I started doing our own Christmas cards using the character designs for the Christmas cards. And people seem to like them. Or they say they like them and then they just throw them away without putting them up or anything. That's fine. You do whatever you like. But Marshall was like, you know what? I like your Christmas cards. Did you ever think of doing a comic strip about them? I was like, Well, about that.
Funny you should
And
mention.
then I dug and I tried to figure out what the website was because I have them online, and I found them and I sent him the link, and that got me thinking maybe I should try revisiting it.
I love that comic strip.
Try just like because before I was on like I try to do a schedule, but just draw it for fun because it's not like like it's gonna get me anywhere. But go back, start with number 9, and just
Smudges on the Window is my favorite.
smudges on the window is what it's called, and then maybe update the drawings and the design.
That first one is a heart wrencher. That first one gets me every time.
Okay.
I love it so much.
My thing is, my drawing is weak,
No, it's not.
and my writing
You're
is weak.
you are your biggest critic. I love
So when
it.
you take weak drawing and weak writing and put it together,
Your thing
you
is
just have,
neither
you
of
just
those.
have weak.
I think that your writing is
Weak.
good. Your writing's good. It's not anything amazing, but it's good.
Thanks. I'm not amazing.
But your drawing is.
it's not. Well, first of all, the drawing is very simplified.
I love it. I think it's so good, and I think that you
I'm
don't
not-
give yourself enough credit.
I'm not saying any of this to get compliments. You know how I do with compliments.
You do terrible, but that's
I
what
don't want
that's
compliments.
what I
Nope.
believe.
Cut all that out. Delete. I'll keep the part in where you like they're not amazing.
Stop it.
That's what I'll keep.
You're a jerk.
So I'm thinking about doing that because I don't know if I forget what the last one was, but we didn't have Puck by then. We had just introed Hobbs into it.
Uh-huh.
And then I think what I'll do with Spider-Man, because when we started it, we only had Cinder, and I didn't want to have a comic strip with just one
Dog.
animal in it. That didn't like you need someone to go off of. But now that we have 3 animals and Spider-Man's far away, well, by far away, not here. Maybe it'll be like pen pals
That'll be so
where they can
cute.
like write letters. And it'll be like it'll just be a letter. Like it'll be it won't be like many panels. It'll just be like a letter and maybe a picture.
That'd be so cute.
But we'll see.
Spider-Man could talk about his sisters.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so good.
And pooping cups. So maybe we'll see. We'll see
I'm so excited for
if
this.
I can do anything this weekend with it, sketches or anything. Then we'll know I'm on some kind of path of good. If not, then oh well. I remember someone at my one job when I worked at the nursing home was like, where's your new one? Because I wrote them. Was it every week?
Every week, yeah.
For 8 weeks, so 2 months. But that's a lot.
That is a lot.
8 weeks straight. That's a lot for keeping up with anything, especially if you're me. I remember she would ask me all the time, where's the new one? Where's the new one?
Because they're so cute.
Yeah, they're all right. They're no stuffed.
I think they're comparable.
Yeah, anything's comparable.
I think that they're really good.
You can compare poop to a diamond.
Okay.
You can.
We're going
and
to
they-
stop
and they both
because
fit in
you don't
cups.
understand how good it is.
I don't understand compliments, and I will not accept any of them. Anyway, speaking of art, I have gotten the urge to support artists that I like,
Okay.
especially in times like these where people could use extra funds and all. But I found myself like stuffed. I give them money because their art is amazing. Their comic strips are perfect. So now I'm trying to find other things. I found a couple Kickstarters. One I don't remember where I saw the ad, but I played it last week on the TV. It was Hell Pug and Velocicopter.
I loved Hell Pug and Velocicopter.
So
It was so good.
I backed it on Kickstarter. It was only like $10, $15. So I'm going to get a comic of it. And I don't know if what it's. I don't know how good it's going to be, but the song for it was hilarious.
The pug looks so cute.
So that's the selling point for that, and it's one comic. It's fine. I'll give them my support. And another thing I just found, and it's called Bjorn, the Littlest Viking.
Oh, cute.
So it kind of looks like it's a little kid-ish thing, and he has like a ogre. I don't know too much about it. I just went in because it looks adorable, and he's got like a little ogre friend. Like it's very Calvin and Hobbish looking.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where I'm drawn to because that was my favorite
Mm-hmm.
comic strip.
It looks a little like stuffed too.
Yeah, did you? No, you saw what I posted,
Mm-hmm.
what I shared. Yeah, so I gave some money to them. So hopefully that's good. I read through some of the panels. The art's adorable. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
The writing seems pretty good, and it's a collected book. So give them some money.
Sure.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
Sure.
So that's what I want to do. I want to help artists.
You're sweet.
So what I would love to have is an art gallery. I could
Where?
never. I don't know. I could never get my art into any galleries. So if you can't beat them, join them. So I just get a space and show people who like your resume. Like when you apply, a lot of places when you apply to have your art shown, you have to have like basically a resume. You have to be like, oh, I've shown here, I've done this, I've accomplished that. Mine is you have to show me where your art was rejected from, and that gets you in.
Oh, okay.
If you have been accepted to many places, you're not for us. You're not the caliber I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people who have
Been rejected.
been rejected. That's what it's just because like the rejected gallery. Gallery of rejects.
An offshoot of rejected animation.
Yeah, that hasn't been around for many, many years. I used to have the website name. That's probably something else now. It's probably some porn. It's probably
Hentai.
who knows? Who knows? But yeah. I have to make a schedule for finishing my tattoo, an appointment. But I have a lot of appointments that I have to make.
Yeah, gastroenterologist being one of them.
That I have to make a dentist appointment. I have to make tattoo appointment. I have to make I forget. I had a whole list. I was talking about it the other day with someone. Say I got a lot of shit that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But oh well, it'll wait. And the last thing I have, it's going to be another short, maybe. We're at 43 minutes,
Okay.
unless I cut something out, and then it'll be 10 minutes at the 43 marker. If you're listening to this, and I just said that we're at the 43 marks, and you've only been listening to this for 10 minutes, I probably said some shit I shouldn't have said. So
That seems about right.
it's usually about right. But Dante said if he's on schedule, our podcast with him should be coming out next week.
Oh, yay.
One day each week because we did 5 hours of that shit. And he said he's going to release an hour every day.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to listen to it.
Why?
I don't know. It makes me nervous. I don't know why.
To be on other people's podcasts?
Yeah, it does.
Did
it
you
does.
But you listened to the one you were on with Bobby with?
Yes. And it made me cringe.
Oh, boy.
But this is before. Well, see, here's the thing. I hate my voice. I've always hated my voice once I realized what I sounded like. So, because when you talk, you don't sound like what you sound like.
No.
So, when I talk, I sound like a man. When I hear myself talk, I sound like something weird and like.
Well, I sound like a 5-year-old.
There's a joke to be made there, but I'm not going there. So, I forget what to say. Yeah, I didn't. But since doing the podcast, like our podcast, and listening back to it and editing it, is Marshall texting you?
No.
Okay, he's texting me. I've gotten better at listening to my voice, so I can listen to it. But I still feel like, since I didn't edit it, I feel cringy. Like, what did I say? I don't remember.
You said a lot. It was 5 hours.
It was 5 hours of pure amazingness.
So you said a lot of things.
Yeah. A lot of weird things, I'm sure.
You're a weird person, so nobody will be shocked.
I'm normal.
Okay, listen. Just because one person in your entire life has ever told you that does not make it true.
Look, I can fake it. I can fake the funk.
You could fake being normal, but you don't.
But I can. And I have, and it's worked.
One time.
No. I can turn it on at any point.
Listen, just because you could fake being normal doesn't mean you're normal. And two,
people who don't know me think
people
I'm
already
normal.
know you're not normal if they listen to this podcast.
No, look, I don't know what to tell you.
That's because it's true.
No, I'm the most normal one on this podcast.
Yeah, okay.
You heard it first. Here.
From you.
Yep. Normal.
Normal's overrated.
Anyway, so the last thing I got to talk about is I watch YouTube a lot. To the point where I watch things that I don't even care about because I got nothing else to do at that point in time, but it's short and quick. I discovered first, and you discovered with me later, that there is a musical genre that has purchased YouTube ad space.
Yep.
I guess it's Indian music.
Like Bollywood, yeah.
Yeah, but Bollywood is like the movie industry of it, isn't it? I don't know much about it.
Yeah, but it's the same genre of music, but it's Indian.
Well, you know, there's 3 different. I'm doing air quotation Bollywoods.
Yes.
There's 3 different. It's like studios. There's Bollywood, Somethin Wood, and there's 3 different names for things. I remember hearing that.
But it's Indian music.
But it's Indian music, and what they have done is they've bought 5 minutes of ad space on YouTube.
This is genius.
And they show their whole music video. I never watch an ad. I skip through it. But when I see these, I watch all 5 minutes
We
of
watched
it
an entire music
because
video.
It sounds good because I love the sitars and whatever
the
else,
instruments
whatever
they
instruments
use.
they play, and the chords and everything. They're singing the female part singing is usually really good. Their women are beautiful,
gorgeous,
and their music videos, I've only seen 2,
are really good.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
They're ridiculous
They're
and good.
so enjoyable.
I love watching them.
Now, the one we watched was better. The one I watched the first time, it's a guy sitting in a folding beach lawn chair with a gun in his hand. He's got his a turban.
It's a turban. It's for
a head
Sikhs.
wrap.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know exactly what
all
it's called
culture
either.
stuff, so I'm just guessing at what these things are called. But he's sitting. It looks like he's recorded it off his like an older cell phone. It's horrible quality, and he's going around like being a gangster, and it is so ridiculous. That's the only word it's ridiculous.
It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable watch.
It's so good.
The one
it's so
we
entertaining.
watched had a guy and a girl, and like he must have been like a mobster hunting her down or something like that.
They were a pair. They were
okay.
They were a pair, and then they had people chasing them.
Okay.
To the point where like they had 3 guys go into a market square, and they're all wearing masks because it's COVID times. No one else was wearing a mask, just them. But they all kind of looked the same. It's not a racist thing. They were supposed to look the same because when the guys came and they grabbed these 2 other guys, they pulled down their masks and was like, "Hey, you're not the ones I'm looking for." Mind you, none of this is in English, so I'm only guessing at the storyline. And the other guy walks up to the lady who he's been singing with this whole time, and she pulls a knife to his throat. This big fucking thick steak knife of shit. And just holds it to her throat. And then he pulls down his mask and he's like, "Oh, it's you." And then just takes the knife and puts it down on the counter and they walk away.
In the middle of the market,
just,
yeah.
Just leave a fucking knife there.
It's so good.
And
It's
he's
so
like,
good.
there's like in the chorus, they're standing in leather jackets with like in a caged area. He's
Yeah.
got a shotgun that he doesn't really seem to know how to hold or anything. And every scene they have a different gun. Like, it's just so enjoyable.
They're so
If
good.
you're watching YouTube and you see this come up, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do the artist the favor, and watch it.
Because it's just
It
so
is
good.
so good.
So enjoyable.
I never save who they are, though.
I know. It's
Because
upsetting.
I want-
We got to do that.
I mean, we'll have plenty of chances, but because it's a different person each time. I don't know if it's the same studio, but they got an idea rolling because it's working.
Genius. It's absolute genius. Purchase ad time on YouTube and just play your music videos so people can see them.
Yeah,
Genius.
I mean, most people probably skip it, but you got people like us
No,
who you wanted to skip it, and I was like, so we're watching. I don't know what we were watching, but it started playing, and you have like what? It says
5
5 second countdown, and then it clicks skip ad, and this starts. And anytime we see it, we always tell the other person skip. So you skip the commercial. And I saw it, and I knew what it was going to be, and I was like, nah. You're going to thank me after this.
And I did. It was so good.
And I loved every second of every one of these things. It's the little things in life.
Mhm.
So I have to figure out who they are
Next time we'll actually write it down or something.
or take a picture of it.
Yeah,
I'm always
take a
too
snap.
slow with that shit. So I don't know. Any plans for the week?
Not that I'm aware of quite yet.
Any plans for your weekend? Were we doing anything? I got to help Jamie move some fencing tomorrow
I don't know.
and bring a bed back from Delaware.
It's Mother's Day. I should probably go see my mom.
Yeah.
Uh.
I'll be working, but
Yeah. Other than that, I don't think I do.
okay. I don't know if I have anything planned. I just got to work in this fucking garage because our house is getting to the point where how you feel. It's just clutter. And
So
I've got
much clutter.
and I have real bad OCD, but when it comes to clutter, it takes a while. And now it's hit that point where this happens like once a year or maybe once every 2 years, depending on the clutter I have, where I just now have to go through and just get rid of everything. So I'm in that
Okay.
mode where I'm
Yeah.
just throwing shit away. But like as I'm going, like I was about to throw a bunch of shit away in the garage that I've collected over the years, and I'm just going on eBay, and like I have a really old Marlboro Man sign that is also a thermometer.
Yeah.
It goes for like $40.
Nice.
I was going to throw that shit away. I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to save that because I'll just fucking sell it on eBay or take it to RetroCon because nerds love their cigarettes.
Random things.
Yeah. I got boxes of Simpsons Cheerios or some shit. I don't know. That was my brother's doing. He's got that shit. But it's mine now and I'm selling it. But yeah, so I got to declutter the house.
Yes,
But
you do.
other than that, I think that's it. You got anything
Nope.
left to say to the good people?
No. Even though they're very good people.
We had last month we had people listening from Estonia.
Ooh.
I don't know if I said that on
Hello,
here.
people of Estonia.
Just one person.
Hello,
but-
person of Estonia.
And they haven't listened again, so I think they listened to it like maybe there was is Estonian its own language?
I'm not sure. I have to look
I
that
don't
up.
know. I feel like they probably had some kind of
Probably like just a Slavic
I
dialect.
feel like they had some kind of translating error. They started listening to this and they're like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to leave." So, but if you stayed around and you coming back, thank you, ambassador from Estonia.
Yes.
Thanks, Cinder. So, all right, I guess we're done. Another shortish one, I guess. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you want, write in. By the way, I don't know if anyone's caught up to our podcast, but the last one I asked for people to send little weenies pictures, so I could see if I wanted them.
Have you gotten any
And
unsolicited
no
dick
one,
pics?
not dick pics, little weenie photos, okay? And I've got none. I've got none.
Unsolicited dick. No, solicited dick pics.
Not dick pics, little weenie pics. All right, little weenies. All right,
Same
little weenies.
thing. So solicited dick pics. Got it.
Little weenies.
Solicited dick pics.
Little weenies.
Again.
None. None of our listeners will send little weenies.
Okay.
I guess they don't have any because they're few and far in between. What?
Maybe all of our listeners have large weenies.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't think they made them big. I think they were just small. Because,
Maybe
the company,
asking for
the company who made them,
makes
they're very
you-
few and far between. Because like on eBay, you pay a lot of money for them. So I'm guessing
for little
either.
weenies.
Yeah.
That's a shocker.
So, and there's always just the one with like a goatee and looks kind of evil.
I would assume
So-
that big weenies go for more money than little
They own
weenies.
well, they did have the stuffed animals of little weenies.
So there were soft little weenies.
There were soft little weenies.
And there were hard little weenies.
Yeah, the small ones are hard. The big ones are soft.
Oh, okay. That's the reverse of what I'm used to, but okay.
I don't know what to tell you, but I need to find
More
a
pictures
reasonably-
of weenies.
I don't no. I want to own a little weenie. Just one. Preferably out of package. What?
Oh, there's such a good, bad, mean joke there. I'm done. We have to stop having this conversation.
I'm gonna have this conversation until I get a little weenie. All right. So, anyway, but yeah, if you wanna write us something, find us at shadedcornermedia@gmail.com. On Instagram, I try to post at least once a day, but that's probably not the case. That's a lie. Once a week, at best, because I post when we record and then the episode.
Yep.
So there's that. It's shaded_corner. Facebook, I don't really do anything with anymore because I'm phasing out of Facebook because I hate social media. And I think that's all our stuff. Oh, big news coming up. This works with the little weenies. I have secured our OnlyFans page
Oh, have you?
for our clown penises.
Oh God.
So
I was gonna say for little weenies.
we're going to work on that. But other than that, thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you for listening.
If you're a mother, happy Mother's Day coming
Happy
up.
Mother's Day. If you're a
If
nurse,
you're-
happy Nurses Week.
Yeah,
if you're
a
a
teacher, happy Nurses.
happy Teacher
Week.
Appreciation
Also,
Week.
happy Teachers Week if you're a teacher. If you're a nurse at a school, happy both.
Happy both, yeah.
I think that's it. So,
We love you. Have a great week. Be
Yep.
safe.
bye.
Bye.
Sometimes when the world is so suddy and people are a bore, I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner. A place with all my favorite toys and games and movies and more. I go to my shaded corner, my shaded corner.